Mic check. What's good? One more thing, man. I know we had a little difficulty right in there, man. I hit the chord, man, and man, it just blanked out on. But we back, man. We back with Donald Keys in the building, man.
What's going on?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, what's up, Keys?
Nothing much, man. What's going on? Long
man,
time.
I know, man. Again,
Too long.
I know, too long. So here we are in Crown Media Vision Podcast, man. Here's where we start our distractions, man, and feed our focus, where testimony becomes our motivation, where determination becomes our strength. So let God continue to guide you on your journey to greatness. That's what we do, man. And look, I got my co-host in the building, man. Miss T is in the building. What up, Miss T?
What's up? What's up?
How you feeling?
Feeling good. How about you?
Hey, I'm good, man. I got two veterans in here. We about to see where this thing go. We about to see where this thing go for sure. Keys, what's going on with you, brother?
Not much, man. Just working, man, and day to day, and staying happily married. You know how that go. Yep.
Happy
Already.
life, happy life.
And there you go.
We're gonna get into this, how you became and where you at in your life right now, man. We want you to share that with our audience, man. And we will do that right in a few minutes, right after this messages.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Crown Vision Podcast with your host, Brian O. and O. We're thrilled to have you with us today as we dive deep into the heart of our communities. That's right, here on the Brian O. Crown Vision Podcast, we believe in discussing real life, real things, and everyday experiences that shape our lives and our neighborhoods. Absolutely. Whether it's building friendships, inspiring change, or tackling tough topics, our mission is to bring you honest conversation and practical insights. We explore stories from everyday heroes, discuss ways to connect with one another, and empower you to make a difference right here where you are.
Yeah, this disclaimer, this podcast live thoughts and expressed opinions by the hosts are for entertainment and educational purposes. No one is exposing, revealing, or indicting, or telling you anything about themselves.
Looking for some clothes.
Oh, man, that sounds good.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. Hey, but right now, I need to look like I'm Sam.
Oh,
They're gonna be all on this.
yeah. You know what? I like that. But hold on. Let's try something different.
Man, this is nice. I'm gonna be the sharpest guy there.
Okay. We're getting close. But hold up. I think I got the right one for you. Hey, yeah. It's that one. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Keys, what's up, Keys? What's good, baby?
Not much, man. It's it.
All right, man. So, man, look, man, I know what, I think you was Desert Storm?
Desert Storm. There you
Desert
go.
Storm, man, and you had services, dealing with assistance with brief mental illness. Is that what you do right now?
No. I work at Hampton VA Medical Center, and I work in prosthetics as a supply tech. I've been at the VA, working at the VA 7.5 years. And so been doing that work. Started out as a housekeeper, then went to grounds, and then went to IT a little bit, and then now I'm at prosthetics. Helping
Okay,
out
first
reps.
thing I want to also say to you, man, thank you for your service, brother.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for
Thank you for yours.
Miss T, thank you for your service.
Exactly.
My pleasure.
Thank you for your service, man. Come on, man. Stop playing. All right, you say, what branch did you serve, brother?
U.S. Army.
The Army,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
How was that, brother?
And you know what?
Did you see combat?
We went to Desert Storm.
Yeah.
I seen, and let's put it this way: I seen stuff blow up, seen dead bodies, live bombs sitting on the ground and stuff like burnt bodies, and all that stuff, man.
How that mess with your mental, though, man?
Man, you know what? So right now, I'm with I'm at the VA, but I'm in the mental health. I see a mental health specialist, and behind that, for years I was like, my friends would tell me, you 0 to 50 in so many seconds, you lose your temper quick, and I'm like, man, get out of here, man. And so But
So you said you had to see a mental health specialist?
yeah, but like this goes into the story. You know, when I first got out, when I first got out, worked little part-time jobs, whatever. I was in Atlanta, so I moved down here. I was married to my first wife, divorced, moved back to Virginia, and so I'm running around, didn't know what I wanted to do, and so didn't have no health care.
Right.
And my mom was like, well, you better go down to that VA and get some help. You ain't got no money. You better, it's free. You serve, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh. Yeah. And so the stigma of, everybody say the VA, they do this and they do that. They don't have no good service and blah. That's why I was kind of apprehensive about doing it, going. Right. So eventually I did go.
Okay.
And went down there and got health care and they took care of me. So then it's hard to say, you need to go over to mental health. And I was like, again, another stigma. You know how we are. We don't want to nobody to think we crazy and all that.
Right.
But once you go into my friend, he said, hey, this is what you do, man. He said, you just go in there. He said, throw all that stuff out the window and just, swallow your whatever and then go in there and talk to somebody. So I went in there, man, and talked to somebody and told them what was going on. I was having nightmares, couldn't sleep. Sleep was crazy.
Yeah.
Irritable. That's right. So went there, and then so they was like, okay, talk to me. Guy talked, very nice young man. Talked to me, and he was like, okay, we're gonna schedule you to go upstairs, talk to one of the counselors. They diagnosed me with PTSD. So did that. So then they signed me up for different I go see my mental health counselor every 6 months. Yeah. 3 to 6 months. Go to see it, but I'm in a group. I go to a group every Monday. And the groups I was getting apprehensive about the groups, but once you get into the groups, it's
peer support.
Yeah, peer support group. And everybody's there. They're you. You know what I mean? And we don't necessarily talk about the trauma. I've been to groups where we talked about the trauma. I didn't really like those groups, but this group I'm in now, and we talk about. He said, "Look, we talk about anything here."
Speaking on groups, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But speaking about groups is like, what I'm saying? I'll tell you like how it was helpful for me because of my drug and alcohol use. And they order us to go do these classes at District 64. And when we in those groups, man, it's good for people to share their experiences, man. Yeah. Because that opens up that person he's just like me. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm familiar with it. You know what I mean? I feel comfortable. I can speak on my stuff now. So, I think this, some groups, I like those type of groups. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, not to cut you off.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So, my group now, shout out to Mr. Richardson. He's the peer counselor. He's a recovering addict, whatever, and all that. And he's queer. He'll tell
that's
you.
What I'm doing right. That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh, you trying to do that? What?
Yeah.
I'm actually a certified peer counselor for the mental health program.
Okay. Come on to the VA. They need you. They need you.
I do it in Richmond.
Oh, you do? Okay. That's right. You do.
I'm in the Richmond VA.
Yeah. So he shares his experience and how his journey of how he was what he was like when he was out there in the streets and how he did and how he just from then to now, and he's real open book. And he shares, and we talk. We get up there, and we lose track of time sometimes. And so I like it. This particular group I like it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody shares what's going on, how you coping, how you dealing with stuff. So me, I was
how critical was that for you in the beginning?
Oh man, I had at first I was. Didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
I was sitting there, and then one of my friends, he's a veteran too. He was in the group with me. He said, "Man, you can't sit there and not say nothing, man. You gotta open up." I was like, "Man, I don't want people in my business. I don't want this."
I used to be like that too. Yeah, but I was still in my mess though. You know what I'm saying? At time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's a whole different thing that we talking about now. Yeah. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. So so I got to a group that fit me. This one I'm in now. And it's voluntary. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. Right. You can show up when you want to show up, but that guy his number. He can call you. I call him. I had definite family, and I called him, and he talked to me, And he was like, "Yo, you're gonna be all right. See you in group next week, and need anything, holla, So right now, it's just the thing nowadays where we don't gonna get seek help, and I understand I was there, but we have to throw that aside. So
you don't see a lot of veterans seeking the help they need.
Say again.
You don't see a lot of veterans seeking for the help. Is it always like somebody which has something happen before they seek the help?
Yeah, that it's I've ran into guys like, man, I ain't going out. I'm like, man, come on, bro. It's like, man, and then on top of it, the guy, I never about the disability.
Yeah,
I didn't do. I was the same thing. I was like, man, they say, man, that's your money. You serve. You put your hand in the air. You put yourself on the line for this country. You get all the help you can. And then you get, so I got another veteran friend. I got a lot of veteran friends.
So what's the difference from a 90% to disability to 100%?
10%.
Yeah,
she can tell you. She can tell you because I'm stuck at 90.
You see what I'm saying, y'all? You see what I'm saying? So look, I don't know nothing about. I'm trying to. I did my little research and stuff like that. I'm trying to hang with these fellas, but I'm trying.
I started off with when I went. A friend hooked me up. He was like, "Hey, bring your laptop over my house, and I'm gonna sit you down, and I'm gonna walk you through the process." And I was like, "All right." Until he said, do this, write this, do this. You have this, and question me about symptoms and all that. And he was like, "Okay, put this in. We're gonna submit it." And he's like, "Keep going to your VA appointments. That's a big one.
That is.
You cannot miss VA appointments because they frown upon that. You know what I mean?" So did all that. Talked to people, and then I submitted my paperwork, and then I was 70. Gave me 70% for PTSD.
Initially I was denied.
For real?
Initially, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know you told me about that, right? But how long did it? You know what I mean? Because
I initially
just if you want to share that.
2010,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get my first benefits until 2022. So,
come on,
that's crazy.
I went through the appeals.
Mm-hmm.
I also gave up for a significant amount of time,
mm-hmm.
and then I went through the appeals process, and then I ultimately ended up getting an attorney. And so, my therapist, I tried to apply on my own, and then I was seeing my therapist, and she says, you need to try again. And that had been a couple of years. I was in the appeals process.
Yes.
And then my attorney refiled. Just basically just refiled another set of disability paperwork. And so somehow that paperwork went through. Matter of fact, that initial paperwork that I filed still is sitting in my claims box and waiting for it to be go through the appeals process. So that paperwork went through, and I was rated at 70%.
They start to everybody 70.
Yeah, and he appealed that, and then I was 100% totally and fully disabled.
Wow. Okay, yeah, good. You're good to go. So yeah, that's what I 70, and then I got with my brother-in-law. He's like, hey, and he said other stuff wrong with you. We went down, and man, he got me. He's like, you got bad skin, eczema. From I went in and put that up there. Eczema.
Sleep apnea.
Yep, the hearing, the tinnitus, and all that hearing, because guns shooting on all that. That, and then so we put it in, and we got to 90, and I'm trying to get over the hump now.
Right.
So my wife, she's 92. Right. So But it's a process, man. And you know what? The number one thing is when you're doing the benefits to try to get your benefits is you gotta have patience. Don't get frustrated, because a lot of us get frustrated. I ain't messing with this no more.
Right.
And leave it. I've seen that a lot.
And you also need to be careful to make sure you read what they send you and file the correct form and paperwork, because if you simply Google the form number that they say, if the form number that they ask for is like 1966A and you send in 1966B, they will reject that paperwork. And when you resubmit, they'll start your claim completely from the beginning. So be careful with the VA and their deadlines. They're serious about their deadlines.
Oh yeah, they are.
They say 30 days, they mean 30 days.
Yep. There you go. They do. Yep. That they do.
So that's that's what it do. What's what it do?
Yep.
What's up, Peachy Pie? How you doing, Peachy Pie? Hey, but yeah, man, I seem like it's real tough, y'all.
Yep.
It seems like it's real tough, and to the veterans that's out here that's not seeking help, what are some things that you can do better to help with them? Is to get the news out to them. I mean, because it's kind of hard to find out who they are,
Yeah. Well, I left leaders with y'all. I got some numbers, some phone numbers, and the process of how you want to apply for VA healthcare.
Yeah.
It's simple. You can call 1-877-222-8387, or you can walk right in. Just ask the people at the front. They got people, the greeters, volunteers at the front that will direct you anywhere you need to go. They'll tell you. Just tell them what you're there for, and you need a copy of your DD-214. Mm-hmm. Any VA disability award letters you have. Mm-hmm. Okay, income from the previous year, and copies of your ID cards, and if you have any outside health coverage or whatever. 9 times out of 10 veterans, they don't have no outside.
This is how you apply, guys. I hope y'all listening. So I asked them how can they reach out and do it. This is it right here. So please share out the live to people, man. Share out the live. You don't know who you're going to touch with this. Yeah. Those that see this, share the live out. Thank you, preach. Yeah. My bad. Continue, cuz.
And then the VA doesn't stop there with the healthcare. They have different departments, different things. They have the homeless veteran services that and 1 year I volunteered for we did the homeless. I forget the name of it, but we do every year. They go out. We go to the community center and we stage there, and everybody gets a vehicle, and you go to certain areas in the community. Mm-hmm. And you find veterans who are homeless, and you ask them to, hey, you want to go, get a shower, some food, and get a checkup, and then or do with the VA, with the VA. But I went out. They had me down in Newport News, downtown.
I bet you found plenty of vets down there.
Man, I went down there and I found one dude, and he was like, yeah, I went to the war. And then I said, well, come on in and get in the car. I'm going to take you. We're going down there and get you, looked at and stuff like that. And he said, you got any money? I said, well, nah, I can't give you no money, man, But he said, well, I'll pass. But, but you see these veterans on the sign on the street with the sign. Mm-hmm. Veterans, besides mental illness, they don't want to go to the VA and get help because they know the VA is going to have a structure and you can't do certain stuff. You know what I mean? They're not going to let you, you know what I mean? So they'd rather stay on the street, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Than do that. Yeah, I seen a lot of that, But they do the homeless pack thing where they go up and help with financial support. To prevent homeless, treatment of addiction and depression, health care, dental care. They do job training, immediate food shelter, and for transitional and permanent housing. Mm-hmm. They have a thing called the domiciliary, and this is where people with veterans with addiction, stuff like that, homelessness, they come in and they see counselors. It's like a program. Yeah, it's like a 30-day, I believe. I'm not sure of the length of it, but they go in and they're there and they have to. It's structured, and they give them counseling. They go to constant meetings all day long and stuff like that. And you see at the VA, you will see a lot of repeat performers. Right. You know what I mean? They come. I'm glad that they come back to seek help instead of saying, right. You know what I mean? I would much rather them come back than to keep out there and doing what they're doing. Right. But it is a successful program. You have like with everything, you can have people that try to.
I done relapsed a couple times.
Yeah. People going out the windows.
I really found my sobriety because I'm 5 years in. Yeah, 6 years. I'm gonna go say 6 years. I'm used to saying 5, but it's been. I said 5 year ago, so I'm at 6.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. We gotta tell the story how we met.
Yeah, man, tell them. I was in 143. Yeah. I was locked up.
That's how I met.
Don't look at me, Miss T, like that. Don't look at me like that.
That's how I met. He was in the what was the pod? Was that the B pod? He was in the pod. What they call that pod, man? That what you and all y'all was in that y'all were.
We was in therapeutic community.
Therapeutic community. There you go. And that's how I met him. I was a guard, and came in there and I met him. They say this guy right here can play basketball. He got a shot. He can do this. And I was like, man,
we really had a basketball tournament in there, bro.
Y'all did, yep.
Come on, man. Like, man, they don't even do stuff like that no more.
Yeah, I know.
That was when Sergeant Moore and what's the other cat?
Gauze and all them.
One with the limp leg. Captain something.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. So I challenged him to, shooting threes and stuff, and then of course he couldn't miss.
Wow.
Yeah, he couldn't miss. He lived up to the
challenge him now.
Nah, I ain't messing with that. Cause me, I ain't doing nothing.
I can't do nothing.
I can't do nothing either.
I can't do nothing.
But yeah, we I kind of took to these guys because they seemed like they wanted to do the right thing and wanted to help, and they do the Scared Straight. Y'all do the Scared Straight program.
Yeah, I never did that because they said bring kids in there, but I didn't want to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But they had their picks who was going to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I believe my boy did it. Palmer, yeah. Palmer did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we had it, man. It was crazy. It was intense, man, because it's like, man, you constantly working on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're constantly working on yourself, man.
Yep.
And we didn't really have too many cool guards that was in there that understood what was going on. Yep. But you did, Keys. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. No doubt. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, I'm also just go back to the veterans. They got the HUD VAS program, which your co-host she was in the HUD VAS, right? Oh, you did it?
Yeah, I went through the HUD VAS program.
Yeah, HUD VAS, and you want to give them the insight on the HUD VAS?
Yes, please do. Yes, please do.
Well, with the HUD VAS program, they help veterans who are transitioning from housing, who are before they go into a homeless situation or they're in need of housing. Who's struggling through mental illness or mental illness crisis. Basically, they pay your rent for you to your landlord. They also provide you with vouchers for food at certain stores, kind of like they kind of mimic like WIC. The store fills it in kind of like a check, sort of like they paid my car payment. They take care of your insurance. They basically take care of your general needs while you go through therapy, see your mental illness providers, and get yourself back on your feet. If you need to transition into the workforce, they help you with that. You have a social worker, so to speak. Yeah. They'll come out to your home and different things, and it's a program while you kind of transition and to get yourself together, to get back on your feet, so to speak. Yeah, it's a great program, very successful, and it's definitely will make sure that if you're a veteran in need of being, you're just about to be homeless, definitely get a hold of these services. Yeah. I see you have the phone number here. Yeah, we have all the phone numbers and the extensions and all that. I'm going to leave this with y'all and y'all can just, distribute.
Yeah, I'm going to post it. I'm going to post these on my page.
Yeah. And also they do caregiver support. They have a caregiver support program. They have the domiciliary, which we talked about. They do have a caregiver support. Yeah. And
you're a veteran who has a caregiver. That caregiver can be paid to take care of you. Yep. If you're a veteran who does have a spouse or a family member who is helping to take care of you of your daily, everyday needs, they can receive compensation for that.
Yep, there you go. And Center for Development and Civic Engagement, that's my wife at the Hampton VA. She is the head of that department. And they do a lot of that. They do deal with the volunteers. You can volunteer. You come through them. You want to volunteer. The volunteers will come through the hospital. You see them giving out snacks, stuff like that, making veterans feel at home or whatever. Welcoming. And also they have a a clothing room for veterans. You can go in there. It's called Shop T Drop. You go in there for veterans who are basically in the dom or basically they're in need.
Right.
They can come there, put in paperwork. It's a simple process.
The food bank. And
they give you clothing. Give you a welcome kit for the HUD-VASH. For cleaning supplies, dishes, stuff like that for your house, for your apartment. You get in the house or whatever. They give you homeless food kits. They also do special events. And I can get with y'all on this one. Then she's constantly having doing events with the schools. They come in and entertain the band. She have a band.
We'd love to come out there, brother.
Yeah, they have
keep in touch with us. Let us know when these things going down.
And they have little people have this they have vendors out there and they give away stuff to the veterans and they have a food truck out there and stuff. Always having events. Always having events. I'll let y'all know.
Is it open to the public?
I have to get with you on that one.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's just the veterans, but if you're trying to help the veterans out, I'm quite sure she can. But she has everybody coming out. Chick-fil-A, ATM University has been over there. The monster truck people that came in the Coliseum, they did a thing for the veterans.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ringling Brothers.
I'm getting my newsletters from the Richmond VA. I need to be getting my newsletters from the Hampton VA.
Yeah, they do all that, man. And I leave this information with you all, and y'all can just put it out there. And but yeah, it's a lot. You have to go out and this. If you're a veteran and you served the country, you served. There's nothing to be ashamed about. You did it, and they're supposed to take care of you, and they take care of you, but like I tell everybody, the VA is not perfect. Nothing's perfect. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you're going to have
but nobody's perfect in this world.
But you got people, man. I seen it, man. I worked there, I see, but they also have, if you have an issue, you're a veteran, you have an issue with a certain provider or something's going on, you lost paperwork or whatever, you can contact patient advocate.
Patients advocates.
Yep.
Office,
and what they do, they contact that clinic or contact those people and say, hey, what's going on with this? This veteran came in and said this happened, and then they they mediate and get to the bottom of what happened, and nine times and they solve it. But I've used them several times. I worked there several times. But they need to get out there, man, and do that, man, and but it's like I said, man, you served, you put your hand up, you doing across the country and you did all that stuff, and they people asked me, what did you do in Iraq Desert Storm, and I was like, did you actually burn feces? Like, yeah, I did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I did with, you mix gas and diesel together, and you go out there and stir, and you got your mask on, your NBC mask on, and you go out and it's already 100 degrees. Now imagine what you got that mask and what the temperature is. Right. And then you still gonna breathe them. We still was breathing fumes and stuff like that.
Right.
So, but you getting compensated for that. You get compensated.
Well, man, I just want to, what I'm saying.
Let me say one thing real quick. I just wanted to let any veterans
excuse me, Miss Steve.
I just want to say one thing.
Excuse me.
Just want to let any veterans out there know that if they're in a crisis, that they can pick up any phone at any time and call 988 and press 1. That's the Veterans Crisis Hotline.
Yes.
So that number is 988 and then press 1.
Yep. If you feeling
any veteran in crisis.
Yep. You feeling any kind
of. Realistically, you can call that number for anything.
Yes.
If you want to talk about benefits, you want to talk about any general assistance for the VA, you can call that number. It's 24/7.
24/7, yeah. That's what it is. Look at
you got some more?
Go ahead. On you now.
Okay. I just had to make sure that I was I don't want to overstep her because I get chewed out after the show.
Hey, look.
You know what I mean?
I want to say, man, hey, look, bro. I like where you going and where you come from.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you, bro.
Man, thank you for coming on, man.
No doubt, anytime, man.
This was, man. You still doing the Red Radio?
No, we ain't doing that. We doing they shut the studio down.
Oh man.
So now we on our solo thing. So we doing the sports one now. on that. Yeah, so we just getting into that. So we just doing that, man. But we trying to. We in the infancy stage of that.
Yeah. Well, man, I just want to say thank you for coming on, man. We appreciate it. Donald Keys, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service, brother. Thank you for your service. Peace, and we out, y'all. We holler back. Let's go.